Ndam-Simpson, Brenna Ginder, Carly Cisneros, and Journey Tucker. Kim, let's start off again and then we'll open it up for questions.
Carly, this spring when you did beach, why did you decide to do that and what'd you get out of it?
I honestly just wanted to play beach for the competitive nature of it, obviously, but also I wanted to, improve my indoor game outside of just, the regular lifts you can do. So I wanted to be faster, jump higher, and contribute more in that side of the indoor game. And I thought playing beach was a good way to do that. And they need a blocker for the ones team, so that was just an easy fit for me.
How'd you enjoy it? I mean, what'd you get out of the team aspect of the beach team?
I really did like playing beach. It was fun. It was it's just a completely different game, actually. I thought they were a lot more similar. And then you actually switch over and do it, and you're like, oh, these are very different sports. But the girls were amazing, and I really, really loved the coaching staff. So it was very beneficial for me.
So then how did you take whatever you got from beach and translate it to indoor?
I felt it almost immediately because I hadn't jumped on a hardwood surface in a while, and it felt really good to be back in indoor. And I do feel a lot faster and quicker on the court. Hopefully my teammates can tell how fast I am now. But yeah, it's good. The transfer is definitely there. I feel it.
Destiny, as one of the newer members of the team, what has the transition been like for you?
I think it's been really easy. It's been seamless getting here in July. I think you have a lot of time where it's just us and the girls or the other girls on the team in the weight room, and you're hopping into conditioning, playing an open gym right away, but there's not coaches around, so it makes it really easy to bond. The volleyball wise, I feel like everyone was very accepting and just want to get better. So it's been very easy to fit in, and I've enjoyed it a lot so far.
Dustin, how would you describe your experience in Creighton?
At Creighton? I would say that it's a very, you're in a place where volleyball is such a big thing. And so growing up in that area and then going to a school where volleyball is kind of the heartbeat of the city, it's a very competitive and it's a loud and fun environment. It was really cool to be a part of it. But yeah, it just was a very unique experience being at a mid-major that played at such a high level.
Rita said you talked to a lot of schools before you decided what stood out about Arizona?
Yeah, I tell people that when I was on my visit, I had no intentions of committing here. I did decide this was one of the few places that I really wanted to come and visit, and coming down here and meeting with the coaches. I only talked to Brenna on the phone. I didn't meet any of the girls in person, but you can tell through the coaches the kind of culture that they cultivate and the kind of people they have around, and it's very easy to tell that, you got to want to be here, but if this is the right place for you, there's a community and there's a team and a support staff that wants to have you here. So.
Did you know right away when you were down here, or did it take a while to sit and think, sit in it for a while to make your decision?
It took me a little bit to I kind of get nervous when I'm talking to people, so warmed up to the coaches, and we were hanging out all day, and halfway through the visit I was texting my mom because she wasn't able to come. I'm like, I think I'm going to commit. And by the end, we were in the bookstore, and I was trying to get away from the coaches so I could tell my parents and be like, hey, I think I'm going to commit. And I told Rita I held up an Arizona volleyball shirt, and I was like, how would you like if I wore this when I came back here in July? And Rita screamed in the middle of the bookstore. But yeah, it was definitely a process through the day, but only being on campus for one day, I think I knew by the time I was ready to leave that this was the place to be. So.
Carly, your coach talked about you being more vocal, more of a leader this year. Is that something that's been a priority for you, just being, one of the, more experienced players going back here?
It's been very important. I'm really, really trying to be loud. It's not something I've always done. I've always, been a person that leads by, actions and just doing it. But losing a lot of the louder people on the team, it's important that I become more vocal, and I'm definitely working on it. But it is making a difference, and it also helps I'm really comfortable with the players around me, so it's easier to be that vocal kind of leader. But yeah, I'm implementing that for sure.
Do you think that beach helped you with that? Because you got to talk to your partner, right?
Yeah, I had to talk a lot, actually. And Reagan, being my partner, she's very experienced, so it was easy to learn a lot of the lingo pretty fast, but I did need to talk basically the whole time and call shots, and I think I'm starting to do that a lot more in indoor because of beach. So.
Journey, this was going to be your last year, but you might have another one. Have you given any thought to that?
100%. I think just continuing to grow and gain more experience in this sport, I think it will be great. And I've always talked to my mom and my family about pursuing higher education after I get my bachelor's degree. So being able to do both, get my master's while also playing volleyball, I think it would be amazing. So Rita and I talked about it during the summer because they did vote for it over the summer. So that is something that I would love to pursue doing to take my 5th year.
For each of you guys, what do you want to accomplish over the next few exhibition games before the regular season gets started?
Some comfortable wins under our belt, some wins would be nice, but also just learning to play together before we have to do it live. We've only been playing together for, I don't know, Double Day started like 2 weeks ago, so it's been a short amount of time, but just the more experience we can get playing together on the same team in the same jersey, I think that's all we're looking for in the next couple of matches.
Yeah, going off of that, like this will be the first time that we've been all 17 of us on the same side of the net in the same jersey, like Carly said. So just getting comfortable and understanding that like we have a lot of talent and that we have a really high ceiling. So starting our base of like where we're at and where we want to go and kind of understanding what needs to happen to get to where we want to be going into real-time matches.
We also have a lot of depth in all of our players in every position, so I think it is really cool to see going forward how we can use each person and all 17 of us on the court at the same time, and just seeing how that matches up against everybody else.
So for all of you guys, what is your expectation for this season, this coming season? What is your expectation you guys have?
Our expectation, I think, is just to make it to the tournament and make it farther than we did. We've talked about it a lot as a team, and we want to go and be top 3 in the Big 12 and get a lot of wins in the Big 12, and then we want to take that to the tournament. And we saw last year we are able to make it to the tournament, so we want to make it farther than the second round.
When each of you think about your team, what's like a word that comes to mind to describe your team this year?
Competitive. Yeah, I think every practice we just compete with one another, not just sides of the net, just position. Like mentioned, we have a lot of depth in pretty much every position, so almost every practice is like a competition, and I think that it'll be very much translated when we get to play other teams because we're just so competitive against one another, and I think that will very much translate when we play other teams for sure.
And Destiny, Rita said that she talked a little bit, both to you and Kennedy, about you playing your old teams this year.
Yeah.
What was your feeling about that when she brought it up?
Well, I didn't really think about it because I had known that I would be leaving Creighton at the beginning of last semester. So I didn't really take a lot of look into the schedule, and then I realized when I committed, like, we're going to go back to Omaha. It's a really fun place to play, and I'm excited to see like some of the girls that I'm still close with, and my family will be able to come, and it's going to be a fight. Obviously, I want to go in there and pull the upset, but just the opportunity to go back in there, that gym that gave me a lot, and yeah, just go beat them.
What kind of things have you guys been doing over this summer training to really bond and build that chemistry, so when you get out there, you'll know each other a little bit more, something off the court, not just lifting together or training together, but something else?
It's honestly really surprising how close we all are already. The chemistry on the team is kind of crazy. Like, you can put us in a room with any one of us on the team and we know we're going to have a good time. One of the things we recently just did was we went and did pottery together. And it was really fun because you got to see, like everyone's creative side a little bit. But we just hang out in general. Like, after practices, we always get dinner together. Like, it's just something we do. We don't really have to think about it. Our chemistry's pretty good.
What's the story behind the pottery?
It was awesome. Whole story. I mean, we don't know what they look like yet, but we just went and made pottery together.
I had someone reach out to me on Instagram, and I was like, does anybody want to do pottery? And that's how it happened. So it was just this easy way to do something outside of the volleyball and double days to do something as a team.
Like we were talking about ceramics, like plates, bowls, like.
Yeah.
Yeah, we were just decorating them like with the glaze. We didn't like make pinch pots. We didn't do
I
that.
wish. That would have been fun.
Maybe next time. Maybe
Yeah.
next time.
Anything else for the athletes? All right, thank you guys.
Thank you guys.
Thanks.
Thank you.